we're live. Holy shit. Oh my god, guys. We got for 50 episodes. Oh my god. 50 episodes
Oh
with
my
0
God.
viewers. We're insane.
That's crazy.
What a world.
Yeah. What a world. Thank
I
you,
don't know if I'd
Ring.
call
I
it a wonderful
appreciate it.
world, but it's a world.
Featuring the Dragon Addict. Copy paste because I can't spell.
You don't know how to spell my
I
name?
do. It doesn't pop up right.
Gotcha.
Okay. Knock,
Uh,
knock.
who's there? The Dragon Addict, live
I
on
can't.
San Francisco shores.
Can't
So last
not
week,
come.
you guys went somewhere very specific. Well, it's not that you went somewhere very specific. Because I'm going to say something real quick just to make sure there's audio.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, everyone spoke. That was awesome. Thank you. And there is, in fact, audio. The bar wasn't moving up, so I wasn't sure. But anyway, what I was going to say is that you guys didn't really specifically go anywhere, at least nowhere new, right? But you guys had been found out by the Frostmaiden. She snuck up behind you as you guys retrieved the heart, and she was like, "Hey, can I have that back?" And then Rain went, "Ah!" and teleported to the castle entrance, trying to escape. He brought Jarwin with him. Um, and as the two of you tried to force your way out of the castle, you found that you were barred by some magical force that was kind of blocking the exit. And as the rest of the Frostmaiden did nothing to intervene, she just let this all play out. And eventually, the party discovered we're kind of trapped here. We have to confront this evil winter goddess because she's not going to let us go until we do. So you made your way back up, and you had a brief conversation with her. But prior to that, Rain sliced his arm off. And then you guys were like, and then as Rain was loopy from the blood loss, you guys had a conversation with her, and she's like, "Give me the heart back," and you guys are like, "No, I don't want to do that." And she's like, "Okay, well, I can just sit here and outlast you, or if I get bored, I can kill you. I'm not worried about it. You guys aren't fucking leaving. You guys aren't leaving, or I'm getting the heart. One of those things is happening." And then Rain threw the arm at her feet. And my favorite segment of the recap, reading Jacob's notes words for word. Rain tosses the arm at her feet as an insult, which oddly enough annoys her. So you guys fought an irate Frostmaiden. She does take a bit of a beating. Storm specifically managing to draw blood with his fiendish revolver.
It's me.
You guys were all frozen in place, though, by a flash freeze as she reached up to Jarwin, grabbed his bag of holding, and which is where you guys stowed the heart, and vanished. So with your tail between your legs, you guys all kind of slowly walked back to the docks to leave and wait for Ankajuk to return, because now you had nothing else going for you here because you lost the only reason you came here for. As you were wandering back to the docks, you saw the corpse of Hyperia. Here we go. Slinking back to the docks with our tails between our legs, we notice Hyperia waiting for us. The key being that she was 100% a corpse with her throat slashed and all her belongings picked clean. Thank you, Jacob, for your contributions to my recaps. And below, on the docks, the actual docks, sat Avarice, who was very friendly. She was just willing to chat. You guys kind of got off to a shaky start. But eventually, tensions fell enough for you guys to have civil conversations. You guys all talked about yourselves and your histories, for the most part. And you learned that she is completely disillusioned with the Brotherhood, the Arcane Brotherhood, and is like, yeah, I'll help you guys out. Because these guys don't do it for me anymore. Sure, I'll help you guys out. And you guys 100% believed her. There's no skepticism from anyone at all. Eventually, though, morning came, and you hopped on Ankajuke's back and rode under the waves and returned to your carriage, which sat intact and untouched. It seems like the gnolls who had been chasing you either abandoned it or never showed up at all. And that's where we ended the session. So, sorry. Oh, my chest hurts.
No, fuck your coughing.
Oh man, what the hell? So yeah, is there anything that anyone wants to do as you guys all load into the slarage?
I'm just hooking up Stampede.
Anyone else?
Pass out.
You pass out, is that what you said?
Yup, I get in and I am sleeping. I will use my arm as a pillow, not my like chopped off arm as a
Well, yeah,
pillow.
that's still in the Frostmaiden's castle. You left that behind.
No, I thought I asked to bring it with.
No, you
Nope.
didn't. You just threw it down.
Yeah,
as
you specifically
to the Frostmaiden.
you specifically threw it at her.
After she kicked her ass. After she kicked her ass, I thought I said that I grabbed my arm.
You might have thought
Oh.
it, but you didn't actually say it. I don't care if you want the arm. Like, you can have the arm, but like,
Oh, fuck
you didn't say you wanted the arm, so I was under the assumption that you didn't have
No,
it.
I think I was thinking it, but I. Oh no, you know what? I think I was muted because of the baby, and then I said it, and then I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm muted." Unmuted, and then someone else was talking, and I waited, and then forgot about it.
So do you want the arm?
Yes, please.
Okay, you have the
Oh
arm.
yes.
Okay, so you aren't sitting in the front with Ellison like normal. You just kind of sit in the back, clunk, immediately pass out. Like, there actually is a loud bonk as his head hits the fucking wooden wall of the carriage. Ellison, are you gonna sit in the front like normal?
Yeah.
Okay. Jarwin, where are you sitting, baby girl?
Can you sit next to Ellison?
Yeah, absolutely. He just hops in the front next to Ellison. Maluk, you
He's
hop on
totally
the roof.
sulking.
Oh, like always.
Yeah. And Fury, you hop in with Avarice and Rain, I assume.
In the slarage.
Yeah. Avarice is completely like absorbed in what she's reading. She seems to be kind of dead
Still
to the world.
Poring over the spell book.
Yeah. And Storm, you're on Stampede, obviously driving.
Yeah.
Right. You said Jarwin was sulking, Aiden?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Ellison is also sulking, so it's a mutual sulk party.
Oh, we lost Caleb.
Yeah, bad, yeah.
Quickly just fix that while we wait for him to return, unless he's back yet. He's not. Is he? Oh, he is.
He is.
I am here. If that ever happens, most of the time it's just Discord kicking me.
Console
That's
Discord
so
moment.
Weird that it does that.
Yeah.
Did I lose my mouse? No, I didn't. We're chilling. Yeah, so you both are just sulking. You're not saying anything. You're just sulking.
Definitely not
Yeah.
proud of the failure, no.
Yeah.
Like, obviously we lived, which is good.
Oh.
But, like...
Did everyone level up, by the way? Because remember, you guys did level up last time.
Yeah.
I did,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
I
I
can
don't think I did.
I can help you level up, Aiden. It's not a big deal.
I think
Let me
I
get
was
into
going...
my-
I think I said I was going to message you, Aiden, and then I got distracted leveling myself up and didn't, so I apologize.
No, you're good.
It's just a quick level up. Go to you remember how to get there, right? Manage, edit character and stuff, or manage character and levels.
You can give me a minute.
Manage character and
Yeah.
levels, and then are you taking another level in Warlock or another level in Bard?
I'm gonna do Bard this time.
Let's go 7th level Bard.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Boop, 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 boop.
All right, what do you get for 7th level? Nothing except for spells. So
Oh shit! I forgot
Ugh.
how high my stuff is now. Holy crap!
yeah, you get a 4th level spell. So go ahead and filter by
Just
4th.
bomb.
Do you remember how to get to spells?
Do I just go down to the drop level?
Yeah,
after I
hit
select
spells and then hit add spells and then click 4th and it'll filter by 4th level spells.
7? 4. Okay.
When do
Wait, how many do I get?
Just one.
Just one.
When
Gotcha.
do bards get magical secrets? 14th level. Ooh, you might not get it. That's tragic.
Tragic. It's sad.
Let me know when you're ready. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready, Aiden. And you pick your spell.
Almost done. I'm gonna choose Dimension Door. Do I choose the one that says Legacy or one that
Yes.
doesn't have?
Legacy.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they're basically the exact same, but
Yeah.
but Legacy is technically the correct option.
Okay.
Fuck the new one.
I hit Learn and then do I do the arrow?
Yeah, then you just go back to the top. You picked your spell.
Oh.
Huh? Yeah, that's what I was gonna
HP.
say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then scroll back up to the top and then click Manage HP.
Manage HP. Okay.
And then roll a d8. Remember which one the d8 is?
Oh, I need my dice.
That might help you. Yes.
To answer your question, no, I do not.
The double pyramid.
Double pyramid. Got it. Got a 7.
W. So add that. What's 54 plus 7 would be 63.
61.
61. 61. So you have 61 rolled HP. Then hit apply.
Yeah, you said. Did you say 54 or 56?
54.
54.
Yeah. So it's 61.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's that. And then you just hit the. Then you hit the like white sheet up in the corner next to what's next, and then you're back to your character sheet and you're all chilling.
You're almost 3/4 to 100, Aiden.
Wow!
Yeah, she has 79 HP now. Let's go, big dog.
More than a
Nice.
quarter.
Can I just
So.
have one more? I don't like the 9s.
No.
No.
Fine.
Hey Hans, ban that guy in my chat.
Got you, buddy. Ew.
Ew. What happened?
It's an art bot.
I never get to ban anyone. /ban. Denied.
Who wants to hear what my sleight of hand and insight numbers are now?
God.
So insight is now up to plus 17, and sleight of hand is now plus 18.
Insight's plus 17.
Yeah.
Hi Grady. Hi
How
Ranger.
the fuck?
I have expertise.
So you just know everyone's past, present, and future. You're the fucking ghost of
Pretty
Christmas
much.
past, present, and future.
Yeah.
in one.
The lowest I can roll for insight is an 18.
Yeah,
You're just the ghost
you
of
have
Christmas.
you have proficiency. Oh, you have expertise in insight and the magic item that gives you the bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then same thing with my sleight of hand. It's
Yeah, 'cause I was thinking like
proficiency,
that can't be.
expertise, and item.
Yeah, and your what's your wisdom? Is it 17 or 18?
My wisdom is 18.
Yeah.
So my passive insight, yeah, passive insight is 27. My passive perception is 22.
Bro just knows everything all the time. Because you do also have expertise in perception, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Yeah, but it's not
my
as
insight's
high.
plus
I don't
5.
have any items for that.
Caleb's like, my
Plus
insight's
5
plus
insight.
5.
My perception's plus 5. All that stuff's plus 5.
Alright. So.
My athletics is plus 11.
Woo!
That's cool.
Yeah.
My acrobatics is
Yeah.
a plus 9, so.
Double digits.
Well, that you don't have expertise in acrobatics, yeah.
No, yeah, no. I don't really need it. I've got
might do-
cooler stuff going for me.
I might do prodigy or whatever gives me a expertise in something, or expertise, and expertise in athletics.
That'd be pretty
That'd be
sick.
nice.
That'd be pretty cool.
Anyway. Yeah, is there, Maluk, what are you doing as you're sitting on the roof? Are you also sulking?
Why would I be sulking?
Because you lost the heart. I didn't know if Maluk cared about that.
Yes, but I drew God's blood.
That's true. You and Storm
He's
helped
pretty
draw
proud.
blood, so you know.
Yes.
She can be
So
killed.
Maluk is happy. Maluk is happy. He made God bleed.
Fair enough. Fury, any are you sulking or are you just watching Rain sleep?
Yeah, she'll keep an eye on Rain, make sure nothing like
He's not like bleeding out or anything.
exaggerates.
Because he's caught, like the wound is cauterized, so he won't like bleed out per se.
Yeah, but it's not
But-
gonna like fester or anything.
Yeah, he's not gonna like gangrenous or anything. Yeah. But you're just keeping an eye on Rain. You're not really doing anything else.
Yeah, just kind of thinking, not necessarily sulking as much, but like
Did
kinda
you
deep in
guys?
thought.
Did you guys want to return to the manor, like the Black Sword manor
Yeah.
first, or did you want to go straight to the bar?
We should probably go to the first.
Manor. I think we had said something about that last time. We were like, fuck, we may as well just have to go
Yeah,
to
we
the
can talk
manor
to Barlow.
anyway. So, yeah, we can talk to Barlow, especially with the items that I definitely did not steal.
Off to Finch's boyfriend.
Yeah, pretty much. Also, I want my owlbear back, at least temporarily. That's my
Owlbear.
baby.
Your babies.
No, okay, so Storm, go ahead and make a survival check for me as you make your way to the manor.
I'm pretty good at those. Unnatural 20.
You're pretty good at those. So yeah, you remember the specifics of how to get back to the manor. So you're not taking any like detours. You're just going straight. You're like, you know the path. And with an unnatural 20, you make it back to the manor in actually some pretty good time. You guys all get a long rest because you guys do have to take camp for the night at some spot, but
Sure.
why is he barking? Hold on, I'll be right back.
Your dad's home.
Oh,
That's why. But he was dropped off, so.
let's say I thought he was already home.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So where are we putting up Avarice? Like for sleeping and stuff like that? Is she gonna be sleeping at the bar, like in that basement area?
As in when we get back to the manor, or
Yeah.
back to town?
Back to Bryn
Yeah,
Shander,
what are
I
we
think
gonna
he's
do with
talking
her?
about. Like, are you guys keeping her in
Yeah.
the bar, or are you gonna?
Probably. I don't trust her in our house.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel like
There-
she'd be like, what's this? What? Well, obviously we wouldn't show her the shiny stone, but she's definitely the type to snoop.
Maluk fully trusts. Caleb does not.
Yeah. So you guys camp for the night. You guys, and then you guys make it to the castle, the manor. The guards, upon seeing Stampede roll up, hearing Stampede roll up, and then seeing the slayerage roll up over the or like scud up behind it, they open the portcullis, and you guys drive right in, and park and you unlatch Stampede.
I'm gonna go put it with the stable, like last time.
What'd you say, you Hans? Sorry, I zoned out for a second.
I go put the Stampede with the stable like last time.
Yeah, for sure.
Lock it up.
Yeah. Right.
Oh no.
Right. Yeah. Avarice kind of steps out of the slayerage and like kind of cautiously looks around, and then just steps out and just kind of stands near the slayerage, not really moving past it. Where is everyone going? Like, what's the plan with everyone? You're going straight to Barlow, probably.
Yes. Also, yeah, mostly to tell him about Avarice, and also that we failed with what we had intended to do, but we'll probably still go to the glacier and all that.
Are you bringing
keep him
Avarice with
updated.
you?
No.
Okay.
I feel like we should. Only to
Well,
introduce Barlow to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I can do that then.
Okay. So Avarice and Ellison.
I'll go with them.
Go see the wife and the mage.
Okay. Matthew's going to the library. Or Rin's going to the library. Maluk is tagging along with Ellison. Jarwin. I almost had called you Jaden because of Jarwin and Aiden.
How dare
Yeah.
you?
Greatest ship ever.
I think he goes with Ellison. He's gonna go with Ellison.
All right. So everyone's
like-
going.
Too afraid.
All right. Fury. Are you? What are you doing?
So we're back at the mansion.
Yeah, you're back at the Black Swords castle, manor, whatever. Keep.
I like how our
I'm not
chat
really
name
sure.
keeps changing.
Maybe Fury will just kind of take a walk.
Okay. Storm.
I'm gonna. I'll go with Ellison as well.
All right. So 90% of the party is going with Ellison.
And then one person going to the library.
And then Fury is also going for a walk. So since Fury, you're going for a walk, I'll start with you. Because that'll probably be pretty simple to do. Yeah, so where are you going? Are you just taking a walk around the keep, or are you like just what's the goal?
Well, mostly just we've been cramped in the slur. We keep getting more and more people, and it's just getting more and more crowded.
And to be fair, there was only
It's good to have space.
there was only 3 people in the slayerage this time, and Zach, who is pretty big. So never mind.
Yeah, well, I thought Zach he just kind of follows.
Oh, he probably did.
Since
Yeah,
he isn't burdened by carrying it, he can keep up. I imagine.
probably. Yeah. All right. So you're just going for a walk. There's nothing special you're trying to achieve. You're just going for a walk.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't
Like
know
if
if you were.
something interesting happens, like okay, but I'm not really expecting there anything.
No, not really. You just kind of go for a walk around the keep. Nothing crazy cool happens. It's just it is what it is, you know?
When we get to the fortress or the
office.
keep,
Yeah.
Yeah. If we pass the armory, can I grab like 10 or no, not 10. Can I grab like 5 javelins?
Yeah, for sure. How much
Yeah,
are javelins?
Give me a second, I'll look.
Javelin 5e. See who can find it
5 silver per.
5 silver. Yeah. Hey, you could probably get more than 5.
Well, aren't they like kind of big?
They
Aren't
are kind of
like
big.
Smaller spears.
They are kind of big, but I think you could probably safely hold on. How much do they weigh? What's your what's your carrying capacity? You can carry
Okay, they weigh
750
2 pounds.
pounds.
10 pounds with 5.
Okay, so
20 pounds with 10.
So you want 10 or do you want 5?
I'll do 10.
Okay, so that's 5 gold.
5 gold. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, but yeah, you're able to get it along the way. Excuse me. Rain,
Oh, DM.
you wander. You just basically beeline straight for the front doors. You know the path by now. You basically memorized it.
I'm just gonna walk, just calmly.
Yeah.
I'm not in no rush.
But when I say beeline, I don't mean like you're like fucking full sprinting. You just
Oh,
you know
definitely.
exactly where to go. Yeah, and you turn the corner. You see the doors open. And M and Hyperia seem to be having a hushed conversation.
Hyperia?
Not Hyperia, sorry,
Am I able,
Firena.
Guy? Oh,
Firena,
Farina.
yeah.
am I able to read the lips?
Make a perception check.
Let's go, Matt. You can do it. Easy roll. Easy roll.
15.
15. You're not able to perfectly read the lips, but you do pick up the words rapidly decomposing.
What's happening?
Firena, like, goes, oh, son of a... Hello, Rain. Welcome back. I'm glad to see you aren't dead.
Hello, and I wave with my other arm in my hand, kind of like Buzz Lightyear
And
from Toy Story 1. Just gonna wave my
M
arm.
M is
Hello.
just staring at you blankly. Like there is no amusement behind her eyes. Firena is like, "Hello." She turns around, she goes, and she shrieks. Like she actually shrieks.
That's so funny.
What? What's wrong?
I can
What's
picture
wrong?
that perfectly.
What's happening? Why are we yelling?
What's wrong?
Yeah, she
You
goes,
need a hand?
"What's wrong, you imbecile? What do you mean?"
What's wrong? You
M
screamed at me.
M just goes. The blood loss clearly affected his mental faculties. Not that there was much there to begin with. Come in. Come in.
Oh, right, the hand. Ah, the arm.
And M just opens the library and goes, "Go inside."
As I'm walking in, so what's rapidly decomposing?
Your brain tissue, for one.
That's been known, but this seems something new.
Die is simply not built to last in this world. She is intrinsically tied to your home plane, and so we've mostly fixed her. But the longer that she lives here, the more likely it is that she will just turn to dust. Sorry, did you want like to sit down or like some tea? Should I have broken that to you in a nicer way? I apologize.
Damn.
No, there's no nice way to say that your wife is dying. There's no.
She's not.
That
She's not dying.
well, not dying, but
Well,
Ceasing to exist.
I guess it's worse than death, huh?
kind of. And there's nothing that we could do magic wise.
Listen, Rain. I have access to a very powerful artifact, and that's how I've been healing her. It is not working anymore due to her origin. I don't think there's any hope if you keep her here. She has to return home. I give her weeks before she crumbles. maybe 3 months.
I take it? Be funny if you did, 'cause then I could just. Oh no, I didn't take banishment. Damn.
I was thinking the same thing.
You're just
man.
gonna banish
I was
your
thinking
wife.
the same
No, that's
thing.
just so funny. Imagine like, all right, I got this.
Snaps
Boom!
fingers.
Go
Alright,
home.
I love you.
Go home. I'll be home later.
Jesus.
I think I know a way to send her back.
Enlighten me.
Trebuchet.
Trebuchet.
I wait for another crack to open up in the sky and trebuchet her through it. No. I have a house that magic. I don't know the full statistics.
M just narrows her eyes and goes, "You have a what?"
Uh-oh.
Um,
Axel's getting a talking to. Uh-oh.
magic house.
It doesn't happen to be the size of a shed. Externally,
No.
and then
No, that wouldn't be
internally
it,
a
no.
massive mansion, does it?
No,
Uh-oh.
not that. They're
Uh-oh.
different magic house. Different magic house.
Uh-oh.
Make a deception check
Do I roll
right
for
fucking now.
deception?
Make a fucking deception check
Uh-oh.
right now, you sleazy little bastard.
Uh-oh.
It's a different magic house. How many times do you hear that? It's a different magic house.
I mean,
That did be funny.
How many
I
times do
get
you
the
think
feeling.
Emma does that?
You either rolled really well or really bad, and I
I
can't
get the
tell.
feeling you have a magic house.
21.
that is not enough.
No.
I rolled a 19 plus 6. 25.
Ah, damn it! I have a plus 9, and if I just rolled a little higher.
Her eyes narrow even further, and she goes, "Did you just fucking lie to me?"
Oh.
You
And
know, they're
Matthew's
still trying
thinking.
to find pieces of the last person that lied to me, right?
Hang on, I'm thinking.
Is that Rain or Matthew?
Matthew.
Okay.
Matthew. Hang on, I
Who
did
was
say
the
hang on,
last
Matthew's
person
thinking.
who lied to her?
It was in between campaigns.
Ah, gotcha.
She disintegrated him. Then she spread his ashes on the wind like a fucking...
You say lie,
Sure,
I
Rocky
say
has
withheld
beef.
certain protective information about where I'm living. That I wasn't sure if you were aware of. But now I am, painfully aware that you know, so no, I'm not lying. I would never lie to you. From this point
Make a
forward.
deception check. There you go. Good save, good save. She goes, "From this point forward is right." Rain Hydra song. And then she hits you over the head with her spell book. It doesn't hurt a lot, but there's not a lot of strength behind it. But it is a heavy leather book with a rock in it. So she just bonk hits you over the head, and you actually feel like a tingle of pain.
Trying to block you as a non-existent arm.
But no, I was told that I might be able to go home via that house. So I could see if I can't send her back via the house.
All right. Well, okay. Where is the house currently?
And I divulge. Matthew doesn't remember, but Rain does. So Rain divulges.
Outside Branchander.
Outside Brinchander.
Okay. I have to make a call because there's only
Just
one
gonna-
person who knows how to activate it in that way.
She's gonna rip Axel a new one.
He's a good guy, alright?
And then, after I'm done on talking with the person who can operate it, I am going to tell Axel exactly what I think of him lending you the house.
Don't kill him. I like him.
I also like him, so I will not kill him, but it will be very, very difficult.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, this poor man has died so many times.
Yeah. He's had like 3 existential crises.
So,
He's been shifted into
let us
second gear
get
every
back on
time.
topic really quick. And by back on topic, I mean let's switch to a new topic completely. Why are you holding your arm in your hand?
Oh, see, I touched this magic artifact, not fully realizing
You
that
know,
it would,
you know that face? Have you seen like that Iron Man meme where he face palms and his whole face like fucking stretches and like, you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
No.
Okay, hold on. Let me just I know what I'm
No, I
talking
touched
about.
this magic artifact, and it like fucking destroyed my arm. To point no return. I knew there was no fixing it. So I just kind of chopped it off. I also have questions for my wife now, but I don't know if I'll get the answer I want, considering you saying that crystals are degrading.
Oh yeah.
So
True.
this is the face that she makes. Hold on, let me just paste that real quick.
Oh, I see.
Oh, it's not gifting properly. Hold on.
No.
Hold on. There's like
It's exactly what I thought.
there's like movement to it. So hold on. I'm gonna resend it because gifs on PC are weird.
The eye
Hmm.
roll.
The eye
You
roll.
can feel it. You can feel it.
Yeah. So that's the face that she
It's
makes.
just like nothing.
That's the face that she makes. Um. So you cut your arm off because you touched a magic artifact.
No, like frostbite. Like, look at the arm.
No, I can see the
Like,
arm.
there was no,
Get it out of
there
my
wasn't
face.
no fixing this. It's not in your face. I'm holding it.
She goes, "Alright, so do you want me to reattach it? Do you want me to build you a new one? Would you like a
Well,
magic prosthetic? Like,
I was hoping to get a crystal one so that I could slowly but surely join the wifey in the land of the crystal. But if you're saying that because she's here, her crystals are, falling apart,
I'm almost
makes me
positive,
not.
Rain, that that's not how that works."
Listen, Vicky can dream. Alright?
She goes, "Yeah, okay.
No.
So
That's nice having.
I
Hold on.
can make you a crystal prosthesis.
It would be cool.
It'll only last for 3 months and then you'll have to get it repaired, but I can make you a crystal prosthesis."
Can I repair it myself?
No.
I put my right hand in and I say, deal.
She shakes your hand and then she goes, "Do you have any crystal?"
I pull out the piece that I have. Yeah, I did this bit.
Is that her forearm?
When we first met, she gave me a piece of her so that I could communicate, and I've just had it.
Oh, okay.
I forgot I had it at one point.
You don't pull out your forearm. Okay. You don't pull out her fucking arm.
No, I pull out that, and then I go, if this isn't big enough, I do have, and then I pull out the forearm.
She goes, "Why are you? Oh my god."
I didn't know if they'd be needed, so I've just kind of been keeping them.
Give me the arm. That makes this
Okay, you can
easier. She takes it and God damn it, Matthew.
go.
I like how we can turn any like conversation into just a joke. I love it.
Yeah.
I live
She
my life one joke at a time.
she takes the arm and then her like eyes glow and her spellbook lifts off of her hands and flips open to a specific page, and the gem on the front glows like a bright orange as the arm begins to grow and mold itself to fit your form.
And then as this is going, I'm gonna ask, hey, this isn't gonna hurt, is it?
Oh, excruciatingly.
Great. I wouldn't have it any other way. I would really like it any other way than this, but I know that that's not happening. So
She eventually, after a few minutes, it grows and it reforms to fit your body, and then she places it next to, like, she holds it next to your arm and like your arm stub, your socket, and she goes, "Are you ready?
that's all I'll ever be.
Are you sure this is gonna hurt?"
Do you have any alcohol nearby?
And she pushes it into your socket. It's like a shot. It barely hurts.
Yeah.
Oh, you there.
She just smirks.
Had me expecting some actual fucking pain here.
Oh, that'll come tonight. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna say I'm little disappointed. It feels like
So Matthew, the thing here now is, you can add a prosthetic limb to your inventory, and you now have a prosthetic arm.
Pog, that's cool.
I don't know if it requires attunement, but if it does, then you have to get rid of one of your magic items.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Probably be the boots.
Let's say probably the boots, because you are not as attached to them.
Where are the boots?
I gain wings in a few levels anyway.
The winged boots, they let them fly. They're Silver's old boots, or Mittenses, rather.
Come on,
I
man.
mean, if you're using just like the prosthetic limb item from like Tasha's, and that doesn't require.
Yeah, that's what I was going to use, so. Yeah, so it does not require attunement, so you can keep the boots.
Go. I have a question.
I have an answer.
It says you can detach it or reattach it as an action. Now
No.
that it's attached and one with my nervous system and whatnot in my brain, can I detach it and like control it?
No, I'm saying that you can't do that.
Oh, damn,
You
that'd
can
be fucking
detach it,
cool.
but you can't like control it.
Yeah, you can't
Bro, my
bang the
thievery
arm.
would get on a whole new fucking level. I'd walk into the store as a disabled guy and I'd leave with disabled guy, but with money.
But with money. That's funny. Alright.
I'd go around and just pick people's pockets.
And as you kind of reconnect the limb, or you connect the limb, M goes, also, she said she did not want to talk to you. Not because of anything that you did specifically. She is just in a bad mood because of the news. So she said if you returned anytime soon, she was not going to want to see you.
Understandable. If that changes, I will be eating in the cafeteria.
It takes a bit to get used to the
Unless-
weight of your arm because it is like heavier. because it's like rock. And you only have 4 fingers, but
Ooh, that's weird. Which 4 do I have?
your thumb, your index finger, your middle finger, and your pinky.
He's like
That
a
would be
cartoon
weird.
character.
I was thinking more like Diamond Head, like the Thing. Just got 4 fingers. Either way, yeah, you go off
That's
to to the cafeteria. Now back with the main party. Ellison, you head off with Avarice, and then Maluk also tails along, and then Storm is there, and then Jarwin is just materialized in front of you, doing a pirouette.
Oh, of course, because yeah. This feels like when like somebody with a new pet goes to the bathroom and the pet has to follow along.
Yeah.
Correct.
Must be escorted everywhere.
But yeah, you eventually, is there any roleplay that you guys want to do as you're leading up to the stairs to go to the Barlow's office, or you just...
I have nothing in my head, but I will absolutely respond if somebody starts something.
We're talking to the guy for what again?
You're going to tell him that Avarice is here, basically. Because Avarice is
Okay.
technically
Pretty much.
a bad guy.
Yep.
You not you
I
a bad
also
guy.
I would like to just preface this. I don't want to take out obviously the Codicil of White or Professor Scant while she's in the room.
Yeah.
Like I'll wait till she's a good no longer around the like vicinity of the area to show it to him.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Do you want to talk about anything specific when we're there? Or are we just giving a general basis of what happened and about Avarice?
Well, we definitely want to introduce her. And then obviously we should inform him of, not, succeeding in the mission we were there for. But hey, we're alive. Um, Other than that, it's kind of just filling him in.
Yeah.
I mean, we fought the Frostmaiden and lived, so that's a plus.
Very
Oh,
true.
absolutely, that's a
I
plus.
agree.
He'll definitely appreciate that. I mean, we are alive.
And maybe we know something for the future. We know some of her battle strategies. Who knows if those will last or will change at all, but we know something about her now. All it cost was Rain's arm.
All it cost.
I guess.
He seems he's in a better mood now. But yeah. Avarice looks over at you, Maluk, and she kind of bumps you on the shoulder and she goes, "You wanted me to enchant your sword, right?"
Indeed.
She looks at you, Ellison, and she goes, "How long do you reckon we'll be staying here?"
How long do you need?
A couple days.
Then we'll stay a couple days. Obviously, I think one of the only areas to work may be. Actually, I'm not certain. We'll have to ask Barlow or Firena. Or I guess M, because she's technically Firena's mentor.
M?
Magic wizard lady.
Okay. And Maluk, while I enchant your sword, I would like you to be in the room with me so you can give me some some direction on what you're looking for.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Yeah. So you guys step up into the stairwell and single file walk up. Avarice kind of takes stock at the back, making sure that you guys all go up before her, so she's the last to enter. You guys all kind of file into the office. Barlow is
I was gonna knock.
asleep.
I was gonna knock first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you knock on the door and you hear, "Ugh," and some like stumbling and give me a minute.
Can Malik roll to see if he knows that he was sleeping?
Yeah, sure. Make an insight check.
Try dice.
I'm assuming by his tone of voice, I would just know, or do you want me to also make a roll?
You would know. You have a fucking passive 27 insight. You just know.
Uh,
All right, babe.
Unnatural 20.
All right. Yeah, he was just asleep.
Yeah, you've also heard this voice plenty of times.
Yeah. Yeah, he comes up to the door. There's like some stumbling, and he opens the door. He looks like was just passed out. Like his eyes are like kind of droopy, and he sees you guys, and he goes. He like wipes his eyes, and he goes,
What?
Where's Rain and Fury? Are they okay?
They're
No,
fine.
they did not
I'm
make
pretty
it.
sure Rain's probably going to see his wife. I think
Fury went
Fury
for a
just wanted to
walk.
stretch her legs.
We lost Jarwin.
As Jarwin is
No,
standing
Jarwin's
behind
still
you or beside you.
It was a
Maluk
tragic
stands.
loss.
Maluk like scoots over so he's in front of Jarwin.
Barlow just like looks back and forth and goes, "Uh-huh. Come in." He's like dressed. He's not even dressed. Like normally he'd be dressed in like nice clothes or like his armor. He's like in a fucking shitty like t-shirt and like fucking like pants. Like he's like fully fucking slobbing it out right now. He is not not looking his best.
He looks worse for wear.
His hair's a mess. Like it's down. Like he lets you guys in and he goes, "All right." And then goes like quiet as Avarice walks in and goes, "And what is she doing here?"
Well, she was stuck on the Frostmaiden's island. And we have convinced her to no longer work with the Arcane Brotherhood, not that she cared too much about them anyway. She's convinced that we can help her gain some kind of power. So she's with us for now.
She kind of goes, "Hi. Long time no see." And he goes, "Uh-huh. Okay. Sit down." And he points to the chairs. And he says that to everybody in the room, not just to like Avarice in particular.
Maluk instantly sits on the floor.
You're still taller than everybody else.
Like Barlow says sit, and like he doesn't even have to finish the entire sentence. It's sit down, and he instantly sits on the floor.
Maluk's like dog brain. He's like, "Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, for sure."
He's like,
Is he still standing in front of Jarwin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jarwin instantly sits down too because he doesn't know what's happening.
The sheep of the party.
Yeah.
But everyone else, I assume, sits down like a normal person. They sit in one of the chairs. Yeah. Avarice also kind of sits for a chair. Sits in a chair. And he goes, "All right. Did you get what you went for?"
No, because she almost killed us.
yeah, she stole the bag of holding off of Jarwin's
body.
belt.
Yeah.
Took the crystal with it.
Jarwin lets out a little sob.
I
I'll
like
make you
pat
a
his
new bag.
shoulder, like kind of like
does
there,
too.
but also we've got more important things.
Yeah, I'll make you a new bag, Jarwin. Don't worry.
We had it. We had it for a good maybe 10 minutes, and then she was there. She wasn't supposed to be, but she was, because obviously she's the Frostmaiden and she knows things. Rain lost an arm.
He was like had his eyes closed and he had like eyes wide and he's like, and he's fine, right? Like you.
Yeah, he lost the arm because he touched the heart that apparently only Jarwin is allowed to touch. We didn't know that beforehand.
Okay. All right. So, soup sandwich. Okay.
What?
Oh, it's a
Hungry there?
mess. I see.
What'd you say, Hans?
Is he hungry? What?
Soup sandwich? What do you think a soup sandwich would be, Hans? It's a mess. It's not. You're not
A
supposed to have a
mess.
soup
Yeah,
sandwich.
yeah.
No, I've never heard that before.
Happy to.
I have those all the time. What are you talking about? My
Mm.
favorite kind of sandwich.
Okay, Matthew.
Squish as you. Ugh.
Foo bar, if you
Ew,
will.
soggy
If
bread.
you can make fried
for
ice
her.
cream, you can make fried soup.
Oh,
Prove me
probably.
I
wrong.
don't like that. I don't
No,
like that. You're
sir.
right. I don't like that. You're right.
No, you just make it the same way you
No,
make fried
sir.
ice cream. You make a soup ice cream and then you fry it.
You dump the bowl of soup with the
I like
bowl
No,
and
sir.
the
water
food.
pancakes.
But yeah, so he goes, okay. Well, the good news is that you aren't dead. The bad news is that you might
you're
have
not
to go
dead.
back to try another time.
Will reappear.
I don't know the answer to that because I have never been to Solstice. Funnily enough. I mean, she might have hidden it somewhere else, or
She might have
she
it
might
on
have
her.
it on her. She might have just put it back in its spot because she's a prideful. Never mind.
If it was me, Matthew speaking. If it was me and I was her, I'd keep it just to, like I've got the ego of the ice of like Ice Maiden, Frost Maiden. Sorry, I was like, what? I got that. That's wrong. It'd be on my throne. It'd just be sitting there hanging.
He goes, all right, well, so you got the heart, lost the heart, picked up avarice. Hyperia died in the fight with the Frost Maiden, I assume.
Hyperia was possessed by Nas.
Oh, so a ghost.
And once Nas left Hyperia's body trying to convince us to kill her, Hyperia decided she wanted to kill Avarice. I point to her, and obviously you see how that went.
Yeah, avarice just does like the little finger wave, like hello.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
She goes, yeah. She tried to do it. I snuck up on her, slit her throat, and her body is going to stay frozen on the island of Solstice forever, or until the Frostmaiden's killed. Then I'll go back to Solstice and dump her body in the ocean.
Would her body be like covered in snow by that point?
That's the point. Oh wait.
But like once
snow will
winter
melt.
ends, it'll melt.
Oh yeah. Sorry, just the island of Solstice makes it seem like it's always gonna be like snowy, regardless.
It's
Well, it
only
is like
snowy
the
all.
Arctic.
What'd you say,
But
Jacob?
I realize it's
It is like effectively the Arctic in this world. Like
Yeah, it's
that high
close.
up.
It's like Canada.
So what's the plan now?
It's like cold, but it does like have seasons when it's not eternally winter because of the ice goddess.
So
Oh,
what's the
similar
plan
to like
now?
Alaska.
Yeah, Alaska is actually a pretty good comparison.
Well, now we recuperate for the next few days so Avarice can do whatever she needs to do for Maluk's sword, and then we go to the glacier. Hopefully find something else that'll help us take her down.
Also, Hans, you want to say something? Sorry.
I thought didn't Crow answer me?
That's what I was doing.
Oh,
I was
I,
responding to you.
I apologize.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
said, "What's the plan?" Oh, I all I said was, "What's the plan now?" And they answered.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, as you're talking, Barlow goes, "Is there anything else that you want to talk about, or is that it?"
Well, I personally do have things to talk about with you, but not in front of guests.
I can take my leave.
As you say that, Rain comes in with like a plate full of food.
No, look, it's dinner time.
He also
I
has
shake
a
my head.
massive crystal arm now. It's not massive. It's the length of his other arm, but it's a crystalline arm. He has 4 fingers on it and like a shoulder spike.
Mm.
All I can think of is that one iCarly scene where it's like what you got there? A smoothie, as there's an ostrich standing next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you got there? Ribs.
I see you got a new arm.
Oh, I like it. But Barlow, any luck on my mysterious friend? On finding him?
No.
Oh man, he's pretty evasive. Took us a while to find it. Took us a while to find him.
Don't
Mm.
talk with your mouth full, Rain.
It's not that
Sorry.
I have been trying to find him and haven't. I just haven't had the time. There's other things that are taking my focus right now.
That's fair. Oh.
So, Ellison, when you say there are people, there are guests, are you referring to everyone else? Okay. So unless there's anything anybody else needs to talk to me about, scram.
I take my leave and I walk out.
He does say it like nicely. It's not like he's like fucking scram, losers. He's like get out, like go away.
Yeah, this guy is tired. He just wants to be done with it.
He wants snappy eepy.
He's not. You
Mhm.
beat me.
Yeah. So does everyone leave the room besides Ellison?
Yeah, I leave the room and Danny, I re-grab it as a catch-up. Here, I got you guys. With Mage Hand, I'll lock the door.
Why?
Because he thinks you guys are gonna have sex.
That's not it. Okay, fair enough. Better than Avarice thinking, oh hey, he's probably got some magic item or other.
Yeah. Brain just goes here. I got the door. Winks, and Avarice goes, oh, they are romantically involved. Okay.
He doesn't like talking about it. He gets flustered.
I do not get flustered, Rain.
It's okay. We love you.
He yells down the
Close
stairs. Yeah.
door.
I do not get flustered, Ellison says, flustered.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Bright red.
Sure you don't. You don't get flustered at all. Closes the door, locks it.
Yeah. So you are now alone with Barlow. And he just goes, so was Rain on the right page, or is this something else?
My love, you look too tired for that. I do have something else.
Okay.
All I can think
Did
about
not
is
think about that.
Barlow's just like, no, was he right? No, he's wrong. Aww.
No, he just shrugs and goes,
Red.
okay. So what else?
Well, obviously, Avarice. That's a situation. I'm not happy about it, but if it keeps her semi contained for now, and sure. But I do have the thing that Hyperia was looking for. I do gotta warn you, it'll probably scream once I grab it from my bag, because I did technically steal it from her. So I can keep it there until tomorrow when you've gotten some rest, because
Just
it
take it
looks
out.
like you haven't in a while. And I grab Professor Scant from my bag of holding. And the codicil of white I have.
Yeah,
I set that on
you
the
pull him
desk.
out of the bag of holding, and he goes, "Why I never? The audacity of you!"
Shut up, dude. Hyperia's dead.
Weird roleplay.
I honestly totally forgot about that.
We didn't kill her. But she's dead.
Well, that is fine. Yeah, okay.
Sorry that I technically kidnapped you, but it's for a reason.
And the reason is the orb raises an eyebrow. DreamWorks face on the orb.
All I
We're
can think
trying
about
to
now is
break into a
anytime I
glacier
bump
to
into
kill the Frostmaiden.
Oh.
And apparently, according to Hyperia, we needed you to be there.
Oh. Well, that is technically true, yes.
I turned to Barlow. I'm like, I don't really know where to go from here, but we have this now. I didn't know if Avarice would try to steal it back or not, but I turned to the orb.
He completely zoned out for a second. Also, I did. What'd you say?
I said, I didn't know if Avarice would try to steal it back, and then I said it, he, as in pronouns, please, for this orb.
Whatever you prefer. I have no preference.
Alright, it. So I don't know if I should see Firena about it, because honestly, I'm not sure Hyperia didn't just steal the Codicil of White from her, even though I'm sure she's very, touchy about her things, as mages seem to be.
Barlow goes, "Oh, you have no idea." Alright, so he sits down and he goes,
Kitty. It's a black cat.
He just says, Kitty!
Sorry, I'm sitting in the car and I just saw a black cat just like trot in front of me. The cat's on a mission. Where you going, buddy? Shit, can you hear me through the car?
"So,
What?
why exactly do you need the orb?"
That's the thing, she never told us. Do you know, Professor Scant?
I thought you were asking Barlow, because I was about to be like, Ellison, in the nicest way
No.
possible, why the fuck would I know that?
No, I asked the orb.
I serve as a focus in order for you to read the Rime of the Frostmaiden in order to open the way forward.
You're the thing.
Okay.
Because the Rime itself is a
Password of sorts?
of sorts. It functions as such in order to get us down below. How else? How did the others get down below? I do not know the answer to that, but
Alright, so we need you to be a focus? So does that mean like a mage has to hold you while reading the
no, not necessarily. The incantation itself is already filled with enough magic in order for it to function without your casting of the weave. Even a completely non-magical person like Maluk could do it.
I guess that's fair enough. I'm sure we'll definitely have at least a couple people who'll have questions for you, so if you wouldn't mind meeting with them later.
I go where you go. I'm an orb, after all.
Fair enough.
It's
I
not-
just figured you should have some opinion or autonomy.
I do have plenty of opinions. Do not worry. You will get used to that.
I'm sure I will.
funny.
Ah,
Not
yes.
much
He's like
ego.
Jarwin. He grows on you like a fungus.
But a pretty fungus.
The prettiest.
But a pretty fungus.
Ellison
Okay.
does say that out loud, just kind of under his breath.
Ay,
A
ay, ay.
fungus? No, I prefer. Never mind.
Among Us.
I'm more of an
For
Among Us
coral.
enjoyer. I don't like fungus as much.
I knew where you were going with that.
No, I wasn't going that way.
Alright.
But
No,
Well, if
I
you don't
was.
mind, I am going to put you back in the bag now.
okay.
Don't worry, I'll take you out again later. You're not staying in there permanently. Yeah, and so I put the codicil white and the orb into the bag again.
Yeah, he just kind of is suffering.
Okay, well that's one mystery solved, I guess.
Congrats, Barlow says. Now, if you don't mind, I love you and
No,
I missed
I
you.
know.
I need to
If-
sleep.
If I'd known you were sleeping, I wouldn't have come immediately to see you. You deserve your rest. And I leave the office after giving him like a kiss on the head.
You know, standing on like your tippy toes. You have to do
Mhm.
like your.
Oh, I thought you said he was sitting still.
Oh, he might have. He might have sat back down and might have said that. Yeah.
You should sleep in a bed. It might be more comfortable.
Ugh. Too busy. Anyway, so yeah, you leave, and is there anything anyone else would like to do before I get to Caleb?
There's like, I have a good. Is there like an underground gambling ring for the guards?
No.
If there
I
was,
sorry, I
someone
did-
would have already sniffed it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Furious.
No, I'll just keep an eye on what's her face.
Okay.
I did want to ask where's my baby? Where's my Boreas?
He is currently in Barlow's room.
Okay. I'd just go around looking for him.
Yeah, you
looking
find
for
Boreas.
spots.
You know, like when Ranger's like laying on a bed, and he's got like
Yep.
he's like got one side of his body like up in the air pointing up, and the other is like flat. Yeah, that's
Yep.
kind of what Boreas is doing.
Yep.
And like his back leg is kicking.
I go, Boreas.
He goes. He like again like Ranger when you like he does like the Ranger thing where he like contorts his body to try and sit back up. He does the Grady stretch, and then he runs over to you.
Yep. And then I give him pets, and then we can move on.
Okay. All right. Jarwin, is there anything you would like to do, or are you just kind of vibing? You just going to get dinner?
He's just gonna go get dinner. He's like fully sulking, like kind of withdrawn right now, like in his head.
Yeah. Okay. Maluk, I'll get to you in a minute. Fury, anything else that you would like to do?
Yeah. Actually, I would kind of like to infiltrate the Maluk conversation.
Okay. With you wanna join Maluk, Matthew,
to
and
speak to Avarice.
yeah. Okay. Storm.
Sorry, I'm muted. trying to think. I wonder because I'm kind of I wanted to make one of these for a while anyway.
Hmm.
Uh, what does it take to make a bag of holding? Yep.
Hold on a
What
second.
does it take to do that?
Hold on a second.
No, I heard you. I got you. Sorry.
Okay.
Could
I'm
I actually
pretty
participate in this conversation with Storm?
you want to have
A conversation about bag of holding with Storm, actually.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
this is actually something I wanted to talk about him with earlier.
Okay, yeah, so you,
About like a
you
good
are
idea I
talking
had.
with Storm about the bag of holding. Yeah, go ahead and have that conversation while I find the specifics of
Okay, that works.
the like
So I was thinking, okay, so you know how we lost Jarwin's bag, and because of that we lost the heart, right?
Right.
So I was thinking of, instead of having one bag of holding that has one space, what if we had a collective bag of holdings that accessed one gigantic space?
That sounds interesting.
So that way, if we lose, we still have access to all of our stuff, and we can still get that thing. And if need be, we can cut that bag off the connection.
That's a lot, but I don't know if it's impossible to make. It would just take time to make something of that caliber. Because I don't making a normal bag of holding is not too terribly
why
difficult.
that's so
But
weird.
but making one that's like linked to multiple bags, because a bag of holding it's like at its own dimension. One
Oh yeah,
hole to one space.
yeah, and it's all these bags are connected to that one dimension.
So there used to be to answer your question on how it works, Hans, there used to be an infusion for it. But it seems like with Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, they reworked how Artificer infusions work, so it no longer exists.
Okay. Should we
So I'm
do
just
it
going to
like
tell you that I don't care if you make a bag of holding.
okay.
You would just need a bag, whether it's a pouch or a saddlebag or a backpack, whatever you may want, and you can just
Okay.
like do some magic bullshit, and you're able to open it to the astral demiplane where the bag of holding would go to. Like, there's no reason that you can't do that. I have no issues with you doing that.
So, but now Caleb wants to, because Maluk wants to.
That can technically be possible. I
Okay.
don't know how I would let you do that. You would have to spend some time researching how to do that, but it
Okay.
probably is possible.
Well, we'll first have to start by making a bag of holding, and then we can go from there.
Yeah,
The bag of
So,
holding is still in the infusions.
it wasn't showing up
In the
in storms. Like I went through storms infusions
well,
specifically,
there is
and I leveled them up to level 20 for like a brief moment and checked through it, and there was literally nothing. There was no options for it.
it's the replicate magic item infusion. Bag of
Oh,
holding is one of the
Oh
in the
yeah,
big
yeah. You have to click
list.
that, and then it gives you an options of
oh, then
what
maybe
out of the
that's
magic items to choose. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That was weird when I was playing Artificer's Blitz too. That
Oh,
was a weird
okay, I
thing.
see. Replicate magic item. I see.
Because
Okay,
like you could only choose one, and then you can only make that one item.
go to manage character and levels real quick.
oops.
I
Come on, you.
I'm okay with you trading out an infusion because you haven't used any of your infusions yet. So you'll have to trade out one of your infusions for replicate magic item, and then you'll be able to make a bag of holding. Is bag of holding one of the ones that you get access to at ninth level? That is the question.
That
It
bag of
is.
holding is a second level one. So
Oh,
Yeah.
so yeah, you can definitely do it. Yeah.
It's one of the first things you get because it's a really common one. That's why.
Oh, I didn't realize there's a whole list of magic items I can and cannot make.
Yeah. That's how magic
Yeah.
item making works for the most part with
Okay.
Artificer.
Because
You just have to click the replicate magic item ability. So if you want, because you haven't been using them, you haven't used a single a single infusion, I'm totally okay if you want to go through and pick new infusions now that you know how infusions actually work.
Okay.
Just keep in mind that you can only technically have a limited amount of infusions at a time. You can only have.
Yeah.
I think it's 6.
4 or 6, I was gonna say, yeah.
I think it's 6.
When you finish a long rest, you can touch up to 3 non-magical items. Yeah, it lasts indefinitely, but you can only do 3 per day. Is technically
3
the-
per day.
yeah.
Damn.
Well, at his level,
Oh, at his level, yeah.
it
It's one effect,
scales.
3 per day, but it's infinite use.
Yeah, it's indefinite. Yeah, your infusion
Like,
remains
yeah.
in an item indefinitely, but when you die, the infusion vanishes after 4 days. And you can also uninfuse it, and you can, if it's an attunable infusement, you immediately attune to it as well by
Does that
infusing
also count for magic items, though?
it. Like
So,
if you,
if he makes a magic item,
Yes.
and he uninfuses that, does that mean the magic item stops working after 4 days?
no, if he uninfuses it, it stops working immediately. But if he dies, it stops after 4 days.
Oh. Shit.
Let's trade out the armor of magical strength for the one we want.
Which
Where
is
it?
or not the boots of the fucking bag of holding, the boots of holding.
The boots of holding.
Wait.
Imagine. There's a
Roughly a
snake
magic
in my
item.
boot.
Gonna
Choose
craft
an
boots
option.
made for walking.
Did you
Oh, I
know?
gotta.
Sorry to sidetrack this real quick. Did you know that the quote? Everyone knows, or not everyone knows, but it's common. Most people think that it's "There's a snake in my boot." How many people think that's what the quote is?
Is that not it?
No, it's not. It's There's snakes. There's snakes in my boot. It's the quote.
Oh, weird.
Yeah,
So this
it's a Mandela's
okay.
effect thing.
Mandela.
A Mandela effect. Thank you.
Dennis.
I was thinking.
Man,
I don't know what I was
Dennis.
thinking. Mandeus, I think, or something like that. is what I was
Mandela.
thinking.
Yeah.
So this is a 1 item, so I can't like change the item I want to replicate, right?
What do you mean?
So like if I want to like replicate a bag of holding today, right? I can't like tomorrow if I want to replicate something else, I can change it to something else.
No. It's only 1
No.
per item. Yeah. Well, obviously
Okay.
you can uninfuse it, but you can't change your infusions daily, if that's what you're asking. Once you pick your infusions, like these are going to be your infusions until you get new ones. That's because now that you actually know how they work, you're going to start actually using them. I was wondering why you weren't using them, which it
Well-
makes sense because
Well, in my mind, I thought you need like stuff to do it, like materials.
I think you
and-
kind of do, but it
I think
should.
if you want to like actually like make an item, like a magic item, like the normal way, not the artificer like infusion.
Whenever
way.
you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with one of your artificer infusions, turning it into a magic item. An infusion works on only certain kinds of objects, as specified by the infusion's description. You can attune yourself to this. Your infusion remains. You can infuse more than. You can infuse more than one non-magical object at the end of the long rest. The maximum number of objects appears in the infused items column table of their table. That's actually the objects. If you have no object can bear more than one of your infusions at a time. Try to exceed your maximum number of infusions. The oldest infusions immediately ends, and the new infusion applies. So you can only have 3 infusions at a time right now.
Infusion choices or infusions?
Like you can only have 3 active infusions.
Right. Okay. Well, I have 0 done, so
Yeah.
this is fine.
You have 3 charges of it, but you can only have 3. And if you exceed your maximum, your oldest infusion will stop working. Which means if your oldest infusion is your bag of holding, then
items will just explode
all
out.
the items just disappear into the astral sea.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
But if you
Oh.
are able to use that, like if you're actually able to get that like shared inventory perk on the bag of holding, I'll say that if your bag of holding infusion stops working, everyone else still has access to the shit.
So then that brings up the next question. If I do make this linked bag of holding thing, will that count as multiple infusions or
No,
one?
I will count that as something different.
Okay.
I have no problems doing that. I'll count that as something different.
Okay. All right. Then I will. I just want to like take a look at these and like change them out
Yeah, no worries,
really
bro.
quick.
Yeah, but yeah. So that's
It was
how
like
you would make a bag of holding. You just make an infusion. You have a bag, and you go, "Blah," and then you have a bag of holding.
I'll upgrade my backpack to a bag of holding. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Let's see. Enhanced weapon. So what I have right now is enhanced weapon, enhanced arcane focus, repeating shot, repulsion shield, resistant armor, and replicate magic item. Is what I have currently equipped. Now,
Yeah.
let me just double check everything.
Just go ahead. You don't have to comment with me or anything. I can go look through it later. You can just change what
Okay.
you need.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Is that all that you wanted, Hans and Caleb, in this conversation?
Yeah. Later on, I will like go sit down and like research bag of holding, and maybe we can figure out a way to make this like a linked version.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick as fuck, actually. So I'm totally cool with that.
If we like roll like a Arcana check or whatever.
It was a
Try it out.
medicine check.
No, I
Medicine
didn't.
check. I like that medicine check.
I was a magic check. That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, gotcha.
But I'll roll like an Arcana check and try it out. If it works, hell yeah. If it doesn't, well, we'll keep trying.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So if that's the case, Maluk, you kind of wander off and you meet up with Avarice. Rain, when you say you're going to keep an eye on her, do you mean that you are going to try and be stealthy about it, or are you just going to hang out with them in the room? Because Fury, Maluk, and Avarice are going to be hanging out. Are you going to hang out with them, or are you going to be like skulking?
Okay.
Skulking. All right, make a stealth check for me.
Ugh.
So Rain's a skulker, not a prowler.
Not a prowler. Yeah.
Here, give me
I rolled
1
a
second.
17 for perception. To see Rain.
I mean, I don't think you'd be looking out for him actively, but like, yeah.
Caleb,
Oh, that's true.
you don't see anything. Danny, wait. Whenever she goes to leave, the moment she's out of sight, I'll cast greater invisibility and just
Mhm.
follow her.
Okay. How long does greater invisibility last? Out of curiosity, is it an hour?
I think
It's an hour. Wait, greater invisibility? I
Yeah.
think that might be 10 minutes.
1 minute.
It's a minute?
A minute?
Yeah.
Damn. I thought it was
I
like
thought
10
it was
minutes.
longer than that. I might just do a stealth
it's-
check. I thought that was
I thought
longer.
Greater
I think it's
invisibility is a
invisibility.
ridiculously powerful combat spell. It's
I mean, still though. Like,
it's like
I think
haste. You're supposed
invisibility is
to
like an
use it for
hour.
like an important fight and use it. Regular
Yeah, that
invisibility
makes sense.
isn't really a combat spell because you only get to use it for one attack.
Either way. So, yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Yeah. Natural 20.
All right, so Caleb, you don't see him.
Yeah, no. I
I love you, new dice.
Yeah, so you wander.
It's a dice.
You see
Got
Avarice.
like a thing on it.
Avarice is watching Storm and Maluk converse. She's kind of like leaning against the wall, just kind of waiting. Are you talking with Avarice while she's waiting for Maluk, Fury, or are you just kind of waiting with her? Or are you not even present yet?
I mostly just wanted to chat with Avarice.
Okay.
After just kind of like, finding somewhere nice to sit for a bit, she was thinking.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I want to talk to Avarice.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So she's just kind of waiting, and then Fury, you like walk back in, and then Maluk kind of walks off, and you see Avarice like not like physically grab Maluk, but like grab Maluk, and they walk down. So Fury, you follow. Matthew or Rain, you kind of skulk around a corner and like just keep an eye on it, the whole situation. So yeah, Matthew, you can call for insight checks, perception checks, blah blah blah, whatever, as long as you are taking interest in this conversation. If at any point,
I'd like to.
if at any point you lose interest or you you give her the all clear, just text me that you're leaving, and I will keep that in mind.
I'd like to stay within enough range to where I could either listen or read the lips.
Yeah, I can say you can stay in listening range. That's for sure. That's for sure valid. Yeah. So she goes.
Like Assassin's Creed, really.
She goes. So where exactly would we go to get the enchantments done? Would we go to the armory? Would we go to? Someone mentioned something about a wizard.
Oh, that would be
Great. All right. Sure. Let's go. Where would this M character be?
I'll show you.
Okay. Yeah, she just
Maybe
kind of
I'll
follows
continue.
behind. She has her hood up, by the way. Like she hasn't taken her hood down since she entered the castle. She's
Why are you
clearly like
keeping your
on
hood up?
edge. What'd you say, Maluk?
Why are you keeping your hood up?
People don't like me.
Well, I mean, you guys are all clear from Barlow, so I think you're all set. Anyone fucks with you, they fuck with us now.
Okay. And she takes her hood off. You guys approach the library. You push it open. You see M is not in there, but Firena is.
Hey, Pirena. Where's M?
She's like, she jumps a little bit. She goes, "Oh, she went to go call some of her old compatriots in order to converse with them about something to do with Rain
Gotcha. Understood.
and his wife." So
Well, Pirena, this is Avarice. Avarice, this is Pirena.
Avarice waves and goes, "Hi, I'm Avarice. I guess you knew that already.
Well, this is the library.
I'm. Do you have any enchanting areas that I can help pry apart enchantments and re-enchant items in?" And Firena goes. Firena's like got her eyes narrowed a little bit, and she goes, "Yeah. Uh-huh. Follow me." And she brings you around a corner of the library that you never have been before, and there's literally just like a table with stacks of books and like weird runic patterns carved into it. There's like an ottoman, not like an ottoman, like a comfy little chair. There's a couple comfy little chairs in the corner, for people to sit if they want and like read or whatever. So Maluk and Fury, you are able to sit if you would like to.
No, shit.
Yeah, Fury kind of catches up at this point
Yeah.
after following him down. Goes, "Oh, what you doing? Is this
Enchanting.
the sword stuff?"
Yeah, we're enchanting Maluk's sword. Do you mind sorting me, Maluk?
Oh, you're sure. You unsheath the sword.
Yeah, she grabs it and she goes, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
He's a
you're
strong
grabbing.
guy.
And she kind of, with both hands, she goes, puts it on the table. Goes, "Oh, okay. You're fine with the weight. That's a good weight for you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
It's pretty light, actually.
pretty light.
Can you
Okay,
actually, can you increase the weight, actually? Is there a possible way to increase it just a tad bit?
yeah. From meta, that's not going to increase the damage at all, but
Oh, no, that's fine.
yeah.
I want it for flavor-wise.
Yeah.
Flavor-wise.
Ranger's freaking out.
Your mom's home.
All right, so we're gonna go
I
open
just
the.
want it if any normal person tries to lift a sword, even if like they have experience with great swords, they'll immediately like their hands will go to the earth.
Yeah, I can do some pretty sick shit with this. Don't worry. All right, so my homebrew creations. Where is it? Night's
And
Fall.
also, I'm fine. I have a small request. I'm not gonna do this in Maluk way, saying this because I physically can't. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm okay with getting rid of enchantments, like parts of enchantments, because I understand like I don't want to keep adding enchantments to this. If we can replace like the Ravage thing, can I have it so if I do like a critical, I gain health?
Yeah, I can do
I
some
gain
cool
I
I can do some cool shit with this. Don't worry.
okay,
So
gotcha. Understood.
okay. So she. Okay, hold on. So you wanted remove Ravage. Oh, you're gonna help me make this magic item like literally live. We're gonna do this.
Fuck yeah.
Life Steal on crit. No one but Maluk can lift it.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna keep crits on 19 and 20. Let's see. Maluk can summon it if he is separated from it.
I'm back, by the way.
Hi back.
All right. So this is just I'm putting down some quick notes. All right. Any Avarice goes. Oh, and you also wanted a way to deal with magic.
Yes,
A way to
I want to
deal
cancel magic out.
with magic.
Because fuck magic sometimes.
I'm putting that in quotation marks because I will figure this out. A way to deal with magic, comma, fuck magic sometimes. Okay. And she goes, any specific things that you want?
Well, not with this sword, but I was thinking of because the heart, apparently the Frostmaiden was able to sense it. Is there a way we can make an item that if it comes in contact with another item for a limited amount of time, whether it be magical or otherwise, it like gains the properties and magical like essence? Or like, so say like they do an identify spell on it, it like shows that that's what that magic item is, even if it's not.
So
If that
sorry.
makes sense.
So repeat that one more time. So like you want.
So like it'll be basically like a ball of metal,
Uh-huh.
like a mushy ball of metal,
Uh-huh.
and when it comes in contact with a magical item like of similar size, it like morphs into that like magic item, and like doesn't have like it can't do the things it does,
Mhm.
but it like if you cast identify on it, it shows that that's the magic item, and like through
Gotcha.
magical detection, otherwise it's that's the magic item.
Got you. Okay, I know what you mean. Hold on. All right,
So
I
that
will
way
see
they
about
can't
that.
detect that shit.
Hold on. I'm trying to synonym.
And I said that all in the Maluk way.
I'm gonna rename this fucking item as well.
It's no longer Night's Fall.
It's no longer Night's Fall. It's going to be called Ruination, Scourge of the Arcane.
Ooh. I like that.
Okay, so here's what we got. So you have a +3 bonus to attack instead of a +2. Crit on 19 or 20. Massive jagged, but still elegant. Great sword that was forged by. Which is a sword, you have a +2 bonus to attack rolls and crit on 19 or 20. Okay, here we go. Let's remove this. Oh, sorry. Additionally, you. Additionally, you have. Additionally, this item has 6 charges. And spend them for a variety of effects. You regain all expended charges after completing a long rest. Any creature within 15 feet of you that you consider an ally have +1 to all saving throws. Let's just put that to a +2. Okay. If you score a critical hit with this weapon, you heal for half of the damage dealt.
I like the sound of that.
Okay, remove rabid, life stealing crit. So basically you would just heal, like let's say you do a crit, you hit for 40, you would heal 20. You would heal the regular damage instead of the crit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is awesome. That's nice.
No one but Maluk can lift it. Okay. Anyone besides the attuned wielder tries to lift this magic greatsword, they find it supernaturally heavy and are unable to move it. The attuned wielder can summon it from any distance, as long as it is on the same plane of existence. Alright, so that's all the passive effects. Alright, so we're going to call this feature Mage Bane. We love Mage Bane.
Yeah. We love Mage Bane.
Control B. Alright. You can expend 2 charges to nullify I can expend 2 charges as a reaction to ignore shield. Ignore the shield, spell, or mage armor.
Oh,
To
yeah.
ignore
Oh, yeah.
AC or armor class received from the shield, spell, or mage armor. Let's see. Arcane Hunger.
That sounds lit.
As a reaction, another reactionary thing, you can expend 2 charges to absorb damage, a harmful spell that targets you. Absorbing the spell increases your damage by 3d6 for the next minute. Increases your damage by 3d6 of the spell's damage type for the next minute. Damage does not stack if you absorb another spell that becomes the damage type.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
Instead.
So 1 minute it can be fire, the next minute it can be like lightning.
Correct. But you only that does cost 2 charges.
True.
Nullification. As an action, you can expend 4 charges to cast the spell actually, to dispel all magic in the area in a 20-foot radius around you.
I was gonna say 15. Thank you.
Dispelling magic in this way grants you advantage on saving throws against magical effects until the end of your next turn. And lastly, we'll do kill the Magus. As an action on your turn, you can just expend all 6 charges in order to greatly boost Ranger, stop! Your physical prowess. For the next minute, any hostile creature that makes a spell attack that casts a spell causes you to move your full movement speed towards them without expending a reaction or provoking opportunity attacks. That's not how you spell that. Boom. Any hostile creature that can spell causes you to make full movement speed toward them without expending a reaction or provoking opportunity attacks. Additionally, any spellcasters that you hit have disadvantage on concentration checks, and you deal an extra 2d6 damage. Using the sword in this way causes it to psychically lash out at you, dealing how much do you take from 4d12 psychic damage. Additionally, for the next 1d4 days, your this blade is considered non-magical. All right.
That was a
that's-
lot. Goddamn.
Yeah.
And that's
Jeez.
just about what everybody
I
else has
was-
gotten. But
Yeah.
I was expecting like counterspell, make it extremely heavy, and gaining like 2d4 health every time I
How much
did a
is
critical
a-
hit.
how much is a base greatsword? How much does that weigh?
Like 5 pounds. Give me a second. Probably more.
6 pounds.
6 pounds. All right. So yours weighs 12.
Sweet.
Save changes.
Just a little heavier.
Doesn't
Just
hit
tad.
save accidentally. Has to restart all
And then
that.
I have to
Jeez.
also increase charge count. Edit. And I also have to increase your fixed value for magic damage to +3. Let's see. And then, where is it? Additional information, number of charges, 6. Save changes. I think that's basically all I have to do. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, I think I probably should just add a modifier for +2 to all saving throws. Bonus saving throws. Saving throws was the right one. And then 2. Alright. Save. That should give you the stuff that you need. Alright, save changes. Alright, and then I think if you just look up, if you remove Night's Fall from your inventory real quick.
Okay, give me 1 second.
And while this is happening, Jacob, you can be conversing with Avarice. I just want to get this out of the way real quick first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Found this cool infusion. It's called Homunculus Servant. Basically, it can
And then
make.
what am I typing in?
And then type in Ruination. RUIN. And then it might just pop up.
Ruination, Scourge of the Arcane. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And then you have to attune to it again. But you don't have it yet, because it is going to take a couple days for her to do this, but
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine.
that is, I'm adding it to your inventory preemptively because you will get it.
Fuck yeah. So nice. Thank you so much. It's the most beautiful sword I've ever seen.
All right, so Fury, yeah. So as Avarice is working, you would like to converse with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, you see her. She basically, as she like places it on the table, she raises her hand and just wipes away, and a bunch of runic symbols go flying and dissipate. And the sword just looks boring and I mean, it still looks like a sick sword, but it lost like that magic glow that it had. It just looks like a boring sword now. As she begins like weaving symbols and sigils and poring over books as she begins to enchant this item. Anyway, yes, go ahead.
Yeah. I think at first she's gonna just small talk about
Yeah.
the stuff about the sword, like, hey, what are you gonna be doing to it? Like, how does all this work? And just learning little tidbits.
Yeah, she's like, he wants to kill
Sure.
mages better, so I'm gonna make him good at killing mages.
Yeah. And then eventually I'm gonna try and my goal is I want to learn about what she knows about Zahn,
hmm
because he's like the fourth, or I guess fifth now if we include Hyperia, Arcane Brotherhood person who is in the region, but no one's.
Sixth if you count Gant, who's in jail.
Oh, him too. He was part of the Arcane Brotherhood too.
Yeah.
I know I remembered he definitely had info on them.
Yeah, he was part of the
Okay.
Arcane Brotherhood. Yeah. But he's in jail, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to learn what she knew about him, without making it explicit that he was alive.
Yeah. So, yeah, go ahead and.
Um,
Let me just open up the book real
Yeah.
quick.
I don't think we've told you yet. We went to one of the Netherese spires. I think was attached to the city.
She is like listening, but a lot of her answers are like short and clipped, and as she's concentrating, like she is still like definitely paying attention and stuff, but and like keeping up the conversation, but
While we were there, we did wreck the place. So sorry if you wanted to look into there.
I'll live.
That's kind of gone. But while we were there, we did find what remained of another Arcane Brotherhood member. Did you know about him?
What was his name?
Well, we went through his notes, and his name was Zahn.
Oh, Zahn. Oh, I know about him. Yeah, he was I don't know too much about him. I can't say I'm disgustingly broken up about his death, but he wasn't an awful person. I mean, he wasn't great either. He was a red wizard, so you have to be a specific type of fucked up to be part of that group.
Yeah, I mean, he did beat you to the punch in getting to the, Netherese city. You
Eh,
just didn't have the follow through, I suppose.
yeah. Well, if anyone's gonna make it first, it's a red wizard. So, yeah, he was
Yeah,
just
I've
the
heard
quiet
about the Red
illusionist type.
Wizards, but what is the Red Wizard like vibe? Because like
Uh,
I fear that probably would have heard about them, but
well, let's just say be lucky that you haven't run into them because they don't really like anyone. Um, they're. I mean, you might be fine. Kind of. They, because you're arcane. You might be uh welcomed, but they aren't exactly they aren't exactly they're mostly liches, and they do a lot of necromantic rituals. They worship awful ancient gods like Vecna and Saz-Tam and Kosseth and Loviatar and awful deities. They're part of the problem, if you ask me. But
wow, so they have even worse of a reputation than the Arcane Brotherhood, at least
the
in some
arcane
parts of the world.
the arcane brotherhood um looks like a school ground compared to some of the shit that they do.
I mean, if your main goal was to reach for power,
I
is
want
there a reason
power.
you didn't go with them?
I want power of my own merit, not through some crazy evil god. I don't want deities to have control over the world. So why would I join a group of mages and wizards that are explicitly religious? I also I there are some lengths I will not go to. There are some lines I will not cross.
Well, you might have to cross some more lines than you think with a god complex like yours.
Call it
The
what you will.
goals you lined out.
Call it what you will. I don't think it's necessarily a god complex, but
I don't mean it as an insult. It's impressive. I wish I had that kind of ambition.
then do it.
Well, I just enjoy the simple things.
Fair enough. Someone has to. That was also not meant to be an insult. I want to clarify. I realize that came across a bit condescending. Any other
You know, you
questions?
can come down and mingle with the mortals, enjoy a simple time.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I just have I have a hard time talking to people.
Yeah, well, in Zahn's notes, he did say something about you being a very suspicious person. Very jumpy.
Oh, well, he was smarter than he gave himself credit for most of the time. He obviously was not smart enough to not die, but you know.
And plus Fury, technically a lot of people would also be suspicious of all three of us in this group.
True. I guess none of us are really stranger to suspicion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what with in the nicest way possible, obviously, because I'm no stranger to suspicion myself. We have a strange tall goblin with a tail, with hellish, fiendish magic, and a big orc with a sword. You know, you're not really. Most people aren't going to look past surface level no matter what.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, we got lucky. People heard about us going to kill the Frostmaiden, and now everyone's, cheering our names in the streets.
Do you think you
I
can do
don't
it?
love that much attention. Honestly, I feel like I have to try at this point.
We better, at least we'll try.
I respect that.
Worst
One
case will make it easier for someone else.
Exactly.
one less deity ruling over the world is better.
You think the city will really have what it takes?
What'd you say, Jacob? The ranger started barking as soon as you started
I
talking.
don't know. So do you really think the city would have what it takes?
To
To get
kill
us at least closer
her?
to our goal?
It's impossible to say without having actually been myself. So I don't have an actual answer for you. But it's a Netherese ruin. It's very likely.
Well, the last one we were in was just seemingly a splinter, and it, had a reality-altering ritual chambers. So
As you
maybe the whole thing will be even more, impressive.
reality-altering chamber.
It's destroyed
Yeah.
now, for the record. So don't get your hopes up.
No, I wasn't getting my hopes up.
Yeah, it could change reality with sacrifice, I think.
And how did you discover that it could do that? Was that also in Zon's notes? She kind of side-eyes you, Fury.
Yes.
Make a deception
Also,
check. That.
I mean, a lot of this has been kind of deception.
Well, yeah.
Oh my fucking god. I did like 10 test rolls at the beginning of the session that were all like 14, 15, 16s. And of course I roll in that one. I have lucky.
Blow all 3 lucky
Yo!
charges.
It's the other end.
Nice.
I feel like that's the most common way to get a natural 20 is you roll 1 and then a 20.
The universe balances it out right away. Slingshot.
Exactly. It has to be balanced.
Yeah, 29.
29.
Deception.
She goes, okay. I'm gonna make an insight check
Yeah,
real
that-
quick to see if the okay was a I'll get back to that, or if it was a alright, that's a I believe you.
Yeah, that, and we already knew a little bit because we were tracking down a bunch of psycho dragonborn who Rain had a vendetta against because they were, genocidal.
Oh, you're talking about the cult of Tiamat, right?
Yeah, well, maybe not completely, but we drove them out of here.
Yeah, you definitely didn't wipe them out because there are still sects below the spine. They're all over the world. Fortunately, they will keep showing up because Tiamat has a way with words, so I've heard. She rolls her eyes.
She's the one with 5 heads, right?
Yes.
Well, she can definitely put out a lot of words then. That was a joke. You can laugh.
She does smirk, and she goes, "If the rumors about her are true, that's not the only thing she's putting out. So."
Hear that, Jarvin?
Tiamat puts out,
What
Darwin.
the fuck?
The dragon goddess with 5 heads, yeah, she puts out. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Drum's like,
You can have
smash?
little
Next
5-headed
question.
babies.
Anyway, she goes, either way you slice it, her time's coming soon anyway, so. Any immortal entity is going to be wiped out. Everywhere from the Abyss to the Nine Hells to Arborea, I will not discriminate.
Wait, you're planning on killing all the gods?
Not killing them so much as separating them from our material plane.
Maluk looks at her in a new light.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
With my my brain, my nat 20 stealth check, could I try to snoop and look at whatever notes she notes she has on my wife?
Who, Firena?
M. Well, I'm presuming M left stuff behind.
Nope.
No?
You remember who you're talking about, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. I wanted to see if I couldn't find any info. I still want to snoop around nearby, see if there's anything I can't find.
Yeah, you can find some stuff, but it's not of any particular interest to you specifically.
And then I'll keep listening.
Yeah, does Rain have any thoughts, even if you're not adding to the conversation explicitly?
As of the last like 3 minutes, I have been like away from my phone. I just came upstairs and I just went to the bathroom.
Bro missed the big drop of, I'm not gonna kill the gods, I'm just getting rid of them.
Oh, I think I heard that, but kind of like went in one ear out the other because I was doing shit.
She's like, we're gonna take the gods and we're gonna push them somewhere else.
I'm going. Can you?
Excuse me.
And
But yeah.
do you have an idea on how to do this?
Yeah, I have a couple.
A couple, you say?
Do any of them involve intense fighting of very powerful enemies?
Yes, one of them does. Well, both of them technically do. But
Maluk starts salivating a little bit.
the first option is the easiest option, and it is simply just to... Well, I say simplest, but it isn't exactly simple. I guess actually it's not that simple. I need to travel to the core of the multiverse and sever it, allowing the material plane and every outer plane to be completely segregated, to sunder it completely.
Maluk goes from like a salivating like thought of battle to like a confused puppy.
Yeah, Fury's also a little lost at that.
Okay, so let me break this one down for you a little bit. Let me break the second one down for you a little bit. Have you
Sorry,
two? Go ahead.
saying she wants to. She say she wants to separate the multiverse. Did I just?
Yeah.
Rain does sit there. He doesn't, reveal himself, but he does sit there and go, "What the fuck?" in his head.
The next idea is actually technically a bit more simple and probably a bit more fun for you, Maluk. Have either of you heard of the Primordium?
Have I heard the Primordium?
Has
No.
have I?
Okay.
No. Fury is the only one who might
Damn.
have. Make a history check,
Sure.
Fury.
I'm really good at those. Oh my god! Another natural dragon!
W.
I have a +0 though, so
I got a. Let me break it down for you. That's funny.
And Mordecai.
Yeah, you've heard of the Primordium. They are not always referred to as the Primordium, though. The Primordium is a more archaic term for them. They're commonly referred to as the Eternity Gems.
Are you? That's why you told me about them again. I knew it. I knew there was a reason you had brought them back up to me. I knew there was like more of a reason. I knew they were like back in the fray.
Bear it
I
down!
just wasn't sure when.
Am I committed? Where's my dice?
oh, I don't know if you'd have heard of this, Maluk, but those are the things that the major city, Waterdeep. Some craziness happened. It was like a few centuries ago at this point, right?
Nope. It was before your lifetime, but it was in the late 1400s, so it was like 1496 is but when that battle happened.
So
and it's the 1530s now, so
yeah,
Okay,
so
so,
like
like-
1,000 years ago.
yeah, it's been like half a century. Yeah.
Oh, half a century. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm stupid.
You say 1,000 years ago?
I don't know why I
You
said
did.
1,000. My brain just said 1,000. I have no idea why.
I just processed that you said 1,000. I was like, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it was like half a century ago, give or take a little
Half
bit.
century. Yeah.
It was like 50 years ago. The Eternity Gems or Primordium, which I've heard the name used a couple times. But yeah, they were all brought together, and it had a big old battle. You know, a few big important people went and killed a kind of god person, and
Stay Ranger.
he created the Dark Porter or whatever in
Ward.
in
Yeah.
Waterdeep, the Dark Ward. Like, he raised up a whole another like part of the city in
Does
his image
Maluk
or
have-
whatever. It was crazy.
Does any of that sound familiar to Maluk?
Make a history check, dude. You okay, babe? Okay. Oh, okay.
11.
11. You know what Waterdeep is?
Oh yeah, Waterdeep. I know.
You've heard about Waterdeep. You don't know all about this like god stuff or like all this like Dark Ward talk, but like yeah, you know about Waterdeep.
Yeah, I know Waterdeep. That's about it. I don't get out of the
Yeah.
woods much. I don't talk
But like
much.
those things, they all just disappeared basically.
So I've been told.
Do they even still exist?
Yes. Because if they didn't, reality would collapse.
Oh.
Which is bad, by the way. She like stops enchanting for a second and looks at the two of you. She goes, "Which is bad, by the way," and then goes back to.
No, I gathered. I gathered that.
I appreciate it.
It was more directed towards Maluk, but she was looking at both of you. Ranger, no.
I appreciate it. Anyway.
There's there's 6 of them, and they are pretty. Pretty powerful artifacts.
I thought you were just gonna say they're pretty.
They are pretty. I have seen one.
They're pretty.
Wait, so how old are you?
Uh,
I know that's rude to ask, but you know.
I think I'm 23 now.
So they definitely weren't destroyed.
No. My family used to have one.
Oh.
I don't know if they still do, but they used to.
Who's your family?
I don't really associate with them anymore, so I'd rather leave that in the past.
Oh, I understand. Well, I don't understand, sorry, but I understand your reasoning, I should say.
Well, yeah, it's definitely not like you to leave anything really in the past, Maluk. You're very, very
Yeah,
forward
well-
about yourself.
Well, all the things I left in my past are dead. So there's no, like, bringing them up. No, I can, like, bring up past stories of my ancestors and stuff, but other than that, everything else is just dead.
Except for Bolar, nothing really should come back to haunt us.
Well, if anything, that's even more screwed up because Bolo, the person who raised me my entire life, also killed my entire family.
That is kind of fucked up, Avra says. She was silent for a second, like she was letting that hang in the air, and then she went, "That is kind of fucked up," and just keeps as she's enchanting.
Yeah, so I don't understand Avarice's situation, but I understand the want to not talk about a situation.
Fair.
Maluk is not smart, but he has wisdom. He has some wisdom. A little bit.
So, I need to find these Primordium, bring them together, and then I will be able to make myself the strongest and be able to. Anything that I want will happen. I'm not some second-rate wannabe god like Yaram was.
Hey, man.
Damn, Everest walking up being like, yeah, you're second rate.
Yiram pops through the doorway. Hey, man. It's kind of hurtful.
When you go to take a break, how long do you think it'll be until you need a break on this work?
Oh, I can stop now. I'm at a good stopping point.
Tell you what, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. You help us deal with the Frostmaiden. Delve into the city, everything, and recently I haven't actually used it yet, but this will be a good trial run. I figured out how to reach into other planes and, contact creatures in them.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that you would need to contact in order to further your ends? Any questions you need to ask, secrets to uncover?
I will keep that in mind. I can't think of anything in the present moment, but I will keep that in mind.
Yeah,
She
and
also...
after this whole...
Oh, go ahead.
Well, after this whole, ice... Freaking, what's her name? Frostmaiden thing. If you ever need, like, someone to kill anything with, I'm down to kill
I
things.
will give you a call. It should
That
be
was-
noted, by the way, that I am not the only creature looking for the primordium. And she looks at you, Fury.
Good.
What's that supposed to mean?
I am the safest person to have the primordium because I have nothing but the interest of my home in mind.
Insight check.
Go ahead. I'm gonna eat a slice of za.
17.
Yeah, she's probably the safest person to have the primordium. I mean, realistically, based on what you're hearing, nobody should have all of them. Because it seems like they're pretty powerful and pretty dangerous. But based on what she's saying, and like her end goals, she's not using them. She doesn't seem to be wanting to use them maliciously to like rip open holes in the sky and tear down hell and demons, or some other third thing that might be important. She just wants to separate the gods from the mortal plane, the material plane.
And
Reasonable goal.
devils and other extraplanar issues.
Yeah.
Would that even prevent like illithids and whatnot from?
Damn.
Yeah, pretty much all planar travel.
Yeah, she would just completely like plane shift probably might still work, but
banishment.
Banishment would still work if they somehow managed to get through.
Yeah, true. Banishment sending some.
I just need 4 levels and then I can get plane shift.
I don't think your wife has 4 levels.
Me neither.
I mean, if you can grab banishment, you can at least save your wife.
Yeah, true.
You just can't save yourself yet.
Well, they're not in a different plane. They're in a different dimension.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think banishment would work because that
Banishment will
just
work.
sends them to a different plane.
Well, it
Banish-
is because the different material planes are still different planes.
Yeah.
They're just kind of
Okay.
parallel.
Banishment would
Gotcha.
work.
Okay.
I'm still up in the air on if I want plane shift to work or not.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. And you can use banishment on yourself, right?
Mm,
I'm pretty sure
I-
you can use banishment on yourself.
I don't.
that'd be goofy.
Huh?
Well, because they
Banish.
did it in Critical Role, and that they looked in depth into the rules for that. I'm pretty sure.
I mean,
remember
Get
that
out of
being a big
here,
it
banish.
just says you attempt to send a creature that you can see within range.
You're a
Yeah.
creature and you can see yourself. Hi,
So-
Grady. What do you want?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can
Alright.
technically banish yourself and the Crystal Queen, and just both leave.
There you go, Grady.
Rain just goes, all right, I'm dipping.
Good luck
Yeah.
with this Frostmaiden shit. Anyway,
Good luck.
See you guys.
she. What was the last thing that was sent to her? I'm sorry, we got sidetracked a little bit there. Oh,
Uh,
I'm not
Um,
the only one. I'm not the only one looking for the primordium. Blah blah blah.
Right.
There are other people looking
Yeah.
for it, and I'm probably the safest person to have it.
Yeah. Then I did an inside check, and
Yeah.
then you said then you said that was correct, and
Yeah.
that telling the
She
truth.
she looks at you, Fury, and she goes, There are some particular extraplanar entities that would like access to these as well. If you catch my drift.
Oh, are you talking about
She
like
nods.
that guy?
She nods, yeah.
Oh, the big T.
And I don't think I have to tell you how bad it would be if he got a hold of it, right?
You know what he wants.
Yeah.
Because I only just learned what he's interested in.
I have spent some time in Avernus. It is awful, if you were curious.
It is.
Oh, I have no interest in ever going there.
Are you kidding? A place of eternal death and gore and just murder?
You would be turned into a slave, and probably not a combat slave. They would use you in a combat, but you would not be a combat slave.
Luke looks kind of offended at that.
Based
Slightly.
on your build
But gets
and
over
your thing, you would probably be a labor slave.
He accepts.
He's very downtrodden, but he's like, oh, fine.
I can accept that.
Yeah. For the record, I didn't sign up with Titivolis.
No one ever does.
You seem to be aware of
I
the pack. I have no idea how he even really kind of clung to me in the first place.
he's like a tick.
Yeah, I just said, I saw him one time, I said, go away, you're ugly, and then he's been in the back of my head ever since. At least, here and there.
Unfortunately, he is always listening.
Whatever, he knows I think he's ugly.
There is a particular brand that keeps him tuned into you at all times. He only gives it to people he finds capable, or he thinks will help further his goals. I
I
would
should be
like
flattered, but
I'd like to tell you, any olive branch he offers you, any honey he gives you, there is always a blade in the other hand, ready to stab you in the back. He is not to be trusted.
Well,
He is not to
I've
be
been
trifled
that
with.
blade.
Then you know what I mean. He is not to be trusted. He is not to be trifled with. He clawed his way to the top of Avernus through sheer ambition and political prowess, and with the help of some fools. Honestly, the world was better with Zariel on the throne of Avernus. But she's dead now.
Yeah, if only they put Guyvac on the throne. I mean,
Who? What?
oh, sorry, whoopsies. That was my split personality.
Your split personality.
She
For a second, there's a centaur.
Yeah, there's a centaur right there, and then all of a sudden it's just a Verdant again. She looks around and she goes, well, I think it has gotten late, and I will retire for the night. I will resume enchanting in the morning. It was actually fairly quicker than I expected. The blade should be done by tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, that's nice. Then we get to go test it.
Stimulating conversation and oh so excellent voyeurs make enchanting more fun. And she walks away.
Hey, she called you out, Rain.
Well, I'm gonna.
Roll.
Rain just pops from being invisible.
What was said?
She called you an excellent voyeur.
He cut out for me when he was saying it, and I was like, I don't care. I'm eating.
Yeah, and that's where we're going to end the session today.
And then
Okay.
everybody was like, "Oh, called me out." I was like, "Wait, what happened?"
Yeah, so that's that. Episode 50, kind of a chill session. But it is what it is, you know? We're chilling.
And thank you for the sword, Dan. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
who wasn't
anyone
Expecting that.
if anyone else, specifically like Crow or Jacob or Matthew, because your magic items are maybe a bit underpowered comparatively, if you would like upgrades, you can talk to me and I will either have, or you can talk to me and I will just buff them outside of the game, or you can talk to Avarice and have her enchant them for you.
I'm here too.
Or you can talk to
I
Storm.
I have some thoughts that I want to run by you, so I'll talk to you after this.
Okay. All right. Yeah. But with that aside, goodbye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Stream,
Bye,
see
stream.
ya.
Stream.